You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. Thank you for listening to Sunny 93.3. Dan Farris, how you doing, sir?
Hey, doing all right. Been out a little bit, little vacay, little summer tripping around the Midwest, seeing what I can see, talking to, family, friends, da-da-da-da-da.
We're glad to have you back.
Yeah, boy, Sioux Falls has grown a lot in the past few days. Holy smoke.
Hey, I don't know if you know this, we're getting to Dave & Buster's, so...
Crazy, yeah, when I left
the news
here,
of the summer, man.
Yeah, I left a few days ago. It was still kind of Mayberry in a nicer suit, and now I come back, it looks just like Manhattan.
We have stoplights and stuff. It's a big city.
Need to mention something, a really good friend of Sunny Radio, John Schur's Maverick Recruiting.
Great dude.
He does an annual golf tournament thing that he puts together along with some of his buds from the South Dakota Knights of Columbus.
Oh, very cool.
Actually, it's a fundraiser. It's going on Saturday, the 17th.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just a little cookie 9-hole deal happening. Funds for this get distributed to the Banquet of Sioux Falls, the Bishop Dudley Hospitality House, Veterans Administration Hospital, and St. Francis House.
Very cool. All awesome organizations.
Yeah, and there's a meal involved. You get a cart. There's prizes. John does an amazing job I think this is his 8th or 9th year of doing this. Just looking for a few more golfers. If you want to go hit on Saturday for a great cause and have a ball, just give John a call at 360-6504.
Very, very nice.
360-6504.
And coming up later in the program, we're going to be talking about Maverick recruiting again because it is a Maverick Monday. We got our
Top Gun
of the week coming your way here in a bit. Thanks for listening to Sunny 93.3.
Do you use a credit card? Is it a good one? Do you get points and perks? Are they for things that you actually use? We have a site that compares credit cards from a bunch of different banks and from a bunch of different credit card companies to help you find the very best credit card for you. It's absolutely free to see if there's a better credit card for you at bettercreditcards.net. With many of the credit cards, you can even roll over a balance if you find a better deal. Check it out now at bettercreditcards.net.
And it's time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I like to poke bears and lasso ducks and kill them possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the critters and the campers too, but if you're wearing Crocs, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, little radio rangers. I'm Ranger Dan.
Yes, you are.
Dropping a little critter knowledge on you. We talk a lot about South Dakota and the Midwest because, gosh, that's where we hang our collective hats.
Yes.
But, you might be traveling and there's other critters all across the nation that you don't see around these parts.
Yeah. Armadillos are one of those things.
Armadillos is one of those things, and an armadillo's job, really, if you and I spent a year rangering down in the Houston area, their job is to hide along the side of the road till they see a car coming, then they just run out in front of it.
That's what they do.
Kind of like possums up here.
Nice.
Yep.
I've seen a couple of dead armadillos down there. So
that's what they do. The New Mexico whiptail lizard is a strange critter. Ask me why.
Why is that?
Well, I'm glad you asked, little radio ranger John. The New Mexico whiptail lizard happens to be an all-female crossbreed species.
What is that?
In other words, they're all ladies.
So there's no men?
There are men, but they have nothing to do with anything. And how they got there is anybody's guess. But the ladies will romance each other in order to ovulate, create eggs that do not need to be fertilized by a male. Is that crazy or what?
They don't need no stinking men.
They don't need no stinking men. It's an all-female kind of a crossbreed thing going on. They're real fast. They can be anywhere from 3 to 6 to 7 inches long. They eat insects. But they're just ladies. You can find them in New Mexico, Arizona, captaining the U.S. Female soccer team and outside Club David after last call.
And at Lollapalooza or something.
There you go. A little radio ranger, a little knowledge for you. Hey, Stay in school, go to church, say your prayers, eat your veggies, don't play soccer, and goodness gracious, don't wear Crocs. Ranger Dan out. Yes, sir.
Again, Ranger Dan's Critter Corner on Sunny 93.3.
How much do you pay for cable TV or satellite each month? Many people spend well over $100 every month for TV, but many smart consumers are cutting the cable and satellite with ChannelSurferTV.com. We have some amazing HD antennas that allow you to pick up a bunch of local TV networks for free. We also have a DVR that allows you to record the shows and watch them when you have time. Watch TV with no monthly fee with ChannelSurferTV.com. That's ChannelSurferTV.com.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. Sunny 93.3. It's time now for Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by Aqua One. We've got Dan Farris standing by. Well, actually, he's sitting by, but he's got some great things to talk about. What are we going to talk about, Dan?
I do, and I am sitting because, as you know, when I'm not sitting here as a high-profile investigative reporter, I'm out beating the streets. I'm wearing out the shoe leather. I'm pounding on desks and demanding answers. That's what I'm doing.
Doing all of those things every day.
So this is pretty much the most relaxed I ever get.
I'm glad that you do get relaxed.
Doing this report. Couple of stabbings in Sioux Falls. Unfortunately, somebody lost their life due to that kind of thing because crime is just rampant.
That's not good.
It's going crazy. A couple of youngsters in their 20s, blah, 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 13th in Duluth, blah, blah, blah. Somebody got stabbed, somebody died, and it's being called a drug deal gone bad.
Oh, that's too bad.
And that's normally...
Don't do drugs.
What happens, but here's the thing, and I just, I'm kind of a glass half full guy.
Yeah.
While this drug deal was going bad, there were literally thousands around the city that were going perfectly fine. They don't make the news. Nobody talks about it. It's like, excuse me, do you have any drugs? Why, yes, I do. Well, I'd like to buy some. That would be fine. They are this much money. Okay, here's this, but do you have a fuel saver card? So, it is what it is, man.
Do they have fuel saver cards with drug dealers?
Only the really good ones, the ones who know how to market.
I think they're called pharmacists, Dan. That's what they call those. So... Do you have a fuel saver card? Oh, boy. Thanks for listening to Sunny 93.3.
It's T-shirt weather. Be sure to show off your personality with an awesome, funny shirt from FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. We have some of our own funny T-shirt designs, but we're excited to have thousands of funny designs from other amazingly talented designers, too. At FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. Did you know you can even upload your own designs and make money with your twisted sense of humor? Why not? Check it out. FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. That's FunkyMonkeyShirts.com.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. It's Sunny 93.3. It's time right now for the Maverick Recruiting Top Gun of the Week. And Heidi's not in here to do it, so Dan, it's all on your shoulders now.
This is kind of a big deal because normally it's Heidi, and quite frankly, we finally had to put Heidi in timeout. So when she gets out of timeout, I guess we'll see.
So let's talk about the Top Gun of the Week. This is kind of like an employee of the week. We shine the spotlight on somebody who does something amazing and deserves to be recognized for doing something amazing. And you've got somebody in mind that you think would be awesome for this.
I do. You know what? Been a friend of mine, a business associate of mine, off and on for quite a few years. And I had reason to get back in touch with him recently, of personal nature. But it's a little different. It's Todd Winkle, funeral director and owner of Heartland Funeral Home.
He's a great dude.
We're in Brandon. Yeah, I needed a little guidance in something that I was trying to accomplish. And boy, I tell you what, when all of a sudden it was absolutely amazing. I mean, he walked me through, and what we ended up with was just far and away better than I could ever imagine.
Nice.
So Todd Winkle, and again, last I checked, human being mortality rate is 100% or close.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to maybe miss that one.
There you go. So pre-planning and all that kind of thing, and huge difference. And when it comes to first responders and military, Todd and the crew at Heartland, just fantastic.
Awesome.
People, too. So, shout out to Todd Winkle at Heartland, this week's Maverick Recruiter Top Gun of the week.
There you go. If you'd like to learn more about Maverick Recruiting, they've got a website. It's really easy, too. It's maverickrecruiting.com. Thank you for listening to Sunny 93.3.
Do you use a credit card? Is it a good one? Do you get points and perks? Are they for things that you actually use? We have a site that compares credit cards from a bunch of different banks and from a bunch of different credit card companies to help you find the very best credit card for you. It's absolutely free to see if there's a better credit card for you at bettercreditcards.net. With many of the credit cards, you can even roll over a balance if you find a better deal. Check it out now at bettercreditcards.net.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. It's Sunny 93.3 and time for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Because celebrities are fabulous. And you know who makes a lot of the money? Celebrities, attorneys make a lot of the money because everybody's getting sued all the time over child support and shenanigans and hooligans going on and copyright infringements and who's doing what, blah, 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 blah. And such is the case here.
Okay.
Lady Gaga, who I do not know personally.
Oh, yeah.
But she seems like an okay individual.
I think so, yeah.
Getting sued up the river. Huge. And this is a recent development.
What happened?
A songwriter and working musician is claiming Lady Gaga lifted, snagged, stole key elements of a song he released back in 2012 and then launched it in her last film, A Star Is Born, and it's a huge #1 hit, Shallow.
Okay.
With Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
So, pretty nice little mellow tune.
And this guy has proof that he did that song first.
Actually, he uploaded the song. Steve Ronson is his name, John. Steve Ronson says his 2012 song entitled Almost has been posted to SoundCloud for quite a while. You can go to SoundCloud and hear it.
Okay.
And a lot of people are going,
yeah.
But here's the other part of this. The body of this song, the melody of the song he wrote, is a 3-note melody in G-A-B. Those are the notes, those are the chords, G-A-B.
How many other songs have that, though?
8,000 million.
Okay, I'm going to say there's going to be a bunch.
All right, now Lady Gaga's representatives are going, this is just a brazen shakedown because he's asking for millions and millions of dollars for this tune. So we'll see what happens. Again, I was reading some of the posts from music critics and everything else, and some going, you know what? This chord progression has been around forever.
Yeah.
But still, if you go to SoundCloud and listen to Almost from Steve Ronson, there's a lot of similarities there. So who knows? My guess is a judge is going to have to
choose,
figure this whole thing out.
It just happened I think a week ago with Katy Perry. Katy Perry got to dole out a bunch of money to a Christian artist.
Yeah, it was like $2.5 million.
$2.3 million, I believe is what it was. And they said that this was, key elements of this song were taken to put into that song. And they won. So, the odds are not in Lady Gaga's favor.
No, but then again, when you're dealing with 3 chords, some of the greatest rock and roll songs ever are just 3 chords. You got Louie Louie by the Kingsmen, Come On, Hello, and pretty much any song ever released by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Yeah, there's absolutely.
And John Mellencamp, and on and on and on. It's 3 chords, man.
See, there are some songs that I'll hear them, and then I'll hear another song, and it reminds me a lot of that. So, like, What I Like About You.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then R.O.C.K. in the USA. If you listen to those, they're just almost the same the same melody. And it makes you wonder, if somebody wanted to get, Sue happy, you think they could win. I don't know.
All depends.
It all does. Dan, thank you very much for doing what you do, my friend.
Do my job, John. You're welcome.
Dan Farris right there with our entertainment news of the day. Coming your way, we've got Movie Star Monday, and I'm excited for my guest from Orange is the New Black, Laura Gomez, on the way on Sunny 93.3.